Hello friends, Brandy here with Falcon Healing Arts, where I empower you with wellness wisdom to keep you and your family holistically healthy. And I'm excited to talk to you today about a new screening test that I'm offering in my practice called hair tissue mineral analysis, and sharing how I'm using this to now guide you through a personal, individualized program for long-term health. I've used hair tissue mineral analysis for myself to uncover mineral imbalances affecting my thyroid and metabolic health. And I've also used it for my family to make sure that they don't have any nutritional gaps or heavy metal toxicity, which is an issue, a major issue in our culture. So benefiting from this screening test personally, I am now building it strongly into my practice to take care of my clients in an even more comprehensive way. So what is hair tissue mineral analysis, or HTMA for short? It is a lab test that looks at hair samples to figure out the mineral content, and I'll talk about in a moment how this is different from blood tests because this is more of a long-term test. It's looking at about 3 months worth of mineral levels in the hair. And this is important because it's a reflection of the mineral content in the body. And so it's basically a tissue biopsy that is easy, it's a really affordable test, and it's non-invasive. So of course, it doesn't hurt to cut the hair and send that in. And you probably realize that minerals such as calcium, magnesium, sodium, potassium, and many of the others that we are looking at in this test are necessary for cellular function, metabolic health, nerve conduction, muscle and heart strength, and so many more important functions in the body. And with the information we gain through this test, we get a pretty good picture of how your body is absorbing minerals and other nutrients. We get an idea of how toxic it is, and we can identify mineral imbalances that are associated with stress, blood sugar regulation, metabolic health, and glandular health, like I mentioned with my thyroid. So why would HTMA be needed in addition to blood tests? Because we don't want to minimize the importance of blood tests. They are important, and medical doctors do rely on them to diagnose certain diseases. But blood tests are just a short snapshot of time. So you're just looking at the content of the blood serum and what minerals are in there that could be thrown off, either increasing with a meal you just ate or decreasing with a stressful event you just had. HTMA, on the other hand, gives an average of the mineral content of the last 3 months. So it's like rings on a tree. It shows up on the hair, how well the body has been absorbing minerals. And also your body is very, very smart. So trying to maintain homeostasis, your body will take minerals out of other tissues in the body in order to maintain a certain threshold in the blood. So it is quite possible, this does happen, that the body will take calcium out of the bones in order to keep it at a certain level in the blood. So you may see a difference with blood tests, that everything looks normal there, using again calcium as the example, but you may be leaching, it may be leaching from the bones. So unfortunately, blood tests don't always tell you how well the body is absorbing minerals. It doesn't give you a clear picture of what the whole body is experiencing. So who is this test for? Now, it's again so easy to take a hair sample that we could do this both with adults and children. And really anyone who wants to know their mineral content, who just wants to be healthier and happier, may want to get this test. and see the recommendations that the lab and I give you. But this may be especially interesting for those people who are suffering with chronic disease, autoimmune diseases, any issue where you have not identified the root cause. So I feel this is very complementary to what I'm doing with Chinese medicine, which again is getting to the root. And I prescribe herbs and supplements and dietary advice to my clients, but this is giving us even more diagnostic information. And so I feel even more confident about prescribing certain supplements, knowing that you're deficient in it and you truly need it, because we do like seeing tests to confirm what we are suspecting. And again, as I mentioned before, heavy metal toxicity is a problem. And if we have a lot of heavy metals in the body, such as mercury, aluminum, or lead, they can inhibit the absorption of minerals in the body, making us more malnourished and more susceptible to disease. So if you are suspecting that you have heavy metal contamination in the body, this is another reason why you will want to take this test. What will you get from this test? What am I offering? You're going to be getting a lot of information, both from the lab and from me as your practitioner. I've partnered with Trace Elements, TEI, a lab in Texas, and from them we're going to get a really comprehensive report, either printed, this is a sample here, printed or in PDF form. And so I'll share this with you, and I won't go through this whole thing, but it has the patient report, so you're going to see all these levels of your nutritional elements, the toxic elements, and additional elements to see if they're within the normal reference range or if they're too high or too low. There's a comparison of significant ratios that may point to certain health issues. And this is where we can identify a thyroid imbalance or a metabolic issue. And so you'll want to look at those too. And in the report, it talks about each of these sections and why they're significant. And then it goes into personal detail. It comes up with your metabolic type. So rating you on a scale of 1 to 4, either with a fast metabolism or a slow metabolism. You'll learn what that is in our consultation. They'll go over any of the nutrient mineral levels that are out of range, with information about why that is so. Things you want to look at in your life that would lead to these imbalances. Also with the toxic elements, if any are out of range, it will also list the reasons why that may be so. And of course, I will be helping you with this as well. So again, a lot more information. They also include dietary suggestions in here, foods that you want to avoid, foods that you want to add into your diet. And then they have a diet summary page at the end that is really handy, and a supplement recommendation chart. So again, you will be getting this from the lab, either printed or in email form. And then from me, I'm going to make a summary of all of this, because again, it is a lot of information. And so I will prioritize the things that you will want to focus on. And then also go over a treatment timeline. And then the treatment would be lifestyle changes, a certain dietary plan, and a supplement regimen. So we will talk about the timeline of this too, which is individualized depending on your circumstances and your test results. You'll get an initial 45-minute call with me to go over all of this information and to make a plan. And then you'll also get 3 months of unlimited support from me over email and an opportunity to get on 3 15-minute calls with me if you're needing any more support. I will most likely have dietary recommendations that are different from what the lab gives you. And this is because I'm also integrating my experience with Chinese medicine. I want to make sure that your dietary plan is aligned with your constitution and any imbalances that we have noticed here in the clinic. And I will make a 3-day meal plan for you so you will have an example, something easy you can put on the refrigerator and use that as a template for how you would eat every day. I will be guiding you through strategies to bring your minerals to the appropriate level so your body can heal. It cannot heal if it is malnourished. And my support for you includes helping you through a stage of heavy metal detox if that is required. This full program, which includes the test, the 3 months worth of personalized support, all the resources I've mentioned, I am offering this for $300. The supplements would be an additional expense, but I am offering a 25% discount if you do order the 3-month supply for that. And if it is looking like you need more time and you want to get retested, you still want to maintain the support that I'm giving you, we can then go month to month for $150. If you have any questions about the pricing and what's included, feel free to email me and we can discuss that further. Now that you understand the incredible value of HTMA and what it can bring to your wellness, let's talk about how to get started. I am offering this exclusively to my established clients. So the first thing you would do if you're not a patient of mine already is to schedule an initial consultation. So we can go over your health history, your current symptoms, your goals, and then talk about if HTMA is the next step for you or if there's something else that we need to do beforehand. From there, I will either take the sample for you here in my clinic, or if we're doing this online, I will mail you a kit. You will have someone take your hair sample at home and then you will mail it back to me and I will be sending that to the lab. Your hair should be clean and dry, preferably avoiding medicated shampoos, which can skew the results. Usually adding zinc and selenium. So if you have to use a medicated shampoo, just know that those levels may be off. We also get more accurate results if your hair is not bleached or dyed. We are working with just the first inch or so closest to the root, so you may just need to grow that out a bit. And then we usually take the sample in the back of the head so it's not noticeable at all. Once we get your results from the lab, we will dive into a personalized plan that will help you with your long-term holistic health. I truly believe that HTMA can give you crucial insights into your health and help you achieve higher levels of wellness. So if you have any more questions about this, or if you want to book your consultation, you can send me an email, brandy@falconhealingarts.com, or you can head over to my website and make your initial appointment there. Thank you for joining me today, friends. You know that I love supporting you on your wellness journey. So continue following along with me here for more wellness tips. Reach out to me if you have questions about HTMA or anything else that we cover here on this channel. I wish you vibrant health today and always. I look forward to connecting with you again soon. Bye-bye.